And what they ended up doing is just taking out the entire block of apartment buildings.
They killed 14 nuclear scientists.
That devastates the entire program. And
what? I did not see this one. You killed the whole block. The whole block, not just one person. The whole block. So this guy's been going viral, like crazy viral, because I guess he's not in the CIA, I'm guessing, anymore, and they're letting him say certain things like he's allowed to say to the world, the public, and people are interviewing him, and his clips have been going viral all over social media. His name is John Kiriakou. I don't know if I'm saying that right. He's a CIA. He worked for the CIA, and we're gonna react to a story meme compilation. So if you've seen him on social media, you know that they're gonna slow down his voice and all that, but there's no short form of this besides this right now. So we're gonna watch this.
That's the door, keep the car, and then just keep driving around. But in a hotel, if they start banging on your door, rip off your clothes and jump into bed, both of you, because you're going to be gay for a minute. So when they finally break down the door, they're like, oh shit, we thought you were meeting because we thought you were CIA, and you're, oh my god, no, you're just gay? And then everybody's okay.
another one was something cool. What about that one in Dubai? Do you remember that?
I just saw this one.
They killed a guy in a hotel room in Dubai, and then after they killed him,
They were somehow able to lock the door from the inside of it.
When I was a kid, I by accident locked the door in my room, and my little brother was in there, and my little brother was not old enough to know how to like lock and unlock things. So when that happened, I was so scared because I was like, I don't know if he knows how to do it. So I was like, yo, just twist the thing on the door and pull the door open. So I'm like rattling the door. I'm like, twist the thing on this. Like I'm rattling the door. He finally does it because I was like, bro, he's gonna be stuck in my room for a little bit. But he ended up turning it, and I opened the door.
And we tried like magnets and different ways. We tried to figure out how to, like a latched door. They did the latch and this one. And the guy's in there dead. And the hotel couldn't even get it open.
Yeah, they ended up sending somebody in from the mountain.
How do you do that? It's very impressive. Wasn't there also something? Okay, first of all, the Israelis never officially claimed responsibility for that. But there was like 26 people that the Dubai CCTV footage picked up, right? And in Dubai,
Hell yeah, the most CCTV coverage in the world.
more than the Chinese, but none of them were picked up. And number one, people speculate disguises, but I don't know if this is true, but weren't the cameras Israeli made?
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised.
20 minutes after the cop warned me about people coming into my room unannounced, these two guys just walk in boldly, just walk in. I jump up, I put my fist up, I go, what do you want?
I haven't seen this one.
One of them has a swastika on his neck. It took up his entire neck. It came up onto his face. The other one had "fuck you" tattooed on his eyelids. So I go, what do you want? And the swastika guy says, you the new guy? I said, yeah, so? And he says, you a fag? I said, no, I'm not a fag. He said, you a rat? I said, no, I didn't have anybody else in my case. I'm not a rat. And he says, you a chomo? I go, I don't know what that word means. He goes, chomo, child molester. I said, no, I'm not a child molester. And he goes, okay, you could sit with the Aryans in the cafeteria. And I was like, oh, I guess I'm with the Aryans now. Grand. Yeah. And then the guy across the hall from me was the boss of the Bonanno family.
How do you make someone disappear without a trace?
You bet they can. And they do all the time.
In the immediate aftermath of the 9/11 attacks, the CIA created, for example, an archipelago of secret prisons.
And they would just disappear people.
We would capture people in Al-Qaeda.
No, it's crazy. The president supposedly doesn't even know about this, which is insane to me.
Just for example, let's say in Pakistan or Afghanistan, and we would ship them off to these secret prisons. And when I say secret prisons, I mean in many cases they were so secret
that even the presidents and prime ministers of the countries where the prisons were based didn't know that there were secret CIA prisons in their countries.
That's
so
crazy.
The CIA can make people disappear in that respect, they can kill people and just
bury them, in some crazy foreign land and nobody would ever know.
CIA listen through our phones and laptop cameras.
Yes.
I hate to say it. They can take over your smart television and turn the speaker
Into a microphone.
so that they can listen to what's being said in the room, even when the TV is turned off. And what the Israelis did was they
insane,
got cell
bro.
phone numbers of literally every Iranian nuclear scientist. And they had these Iranian Jews, call on their cell phones, call the scientists and say, listen,
You're gonna die tomorrow.
we're going to kill you tomorrow. You have no hope.
You're gonna die.
Just accept it. Or you can defect to us right now. And they're like, fuck you, and they hang up the phone. Then they call the wives and say, listen, we're going to
Kill your husband tomorrow.
So tell him this is his only chance, he's going to die tomorrow. And what they ended up doing is just taking out the entire block of apartment buildings.
They killed 14 nuclear scientists.
That devastates the entire program. And
What? I did not see this one. You killed the whole block. The whole block, not just one person. The whole block.
and family members as well, they wiped out their families. And now they're gathering intelligence on the next generation of Israeli scientists. And they're going to start.
Killing them?
He said, well, to this janitor, things like murder, rape, robbery.
Bestiality.
And the guy says, what was that last one? And my friend says, I knew I had him. He goes, bestiality. The guy says, what's that mean? And my friend says,
It's actually very common.
he says, everybody does it. It's having sex with an animal.
Oh,
And the guy says,
I may have done that a couple, 3 times.
Huh? Run it back. Why are y'all laughing at that? What's so funny about this? This doesn't even make sense. How was bro saying everybody?
it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, and all these Americans come in dressed as Pakistanis with an Arab.
He's bleeding to death from gunshot wounds. And
I said to the doctor, hey, you've got to save this guy because my orders were to take him alive. And he's like,
I don't know what to do. Oh my god. It's like, no, you got surgery to do, so get cracking.
so they take him in, and we sit down in the waiting room. It's like 4 of us. Well, word got around the Al-Qaeda community that we had gotten him. And so these Al-Qaeda guys began driving by the hospital and just
Opening fire on the hospital as they're
driving by. And we're hitting the ground. And I said to Bill Park,
that's funny, bro. It like, we talk about how Chicago is the Iraq and all this stuff, but these motherfuckers are literally driving up on hospitals and booming them. Hospitals. And making people disappear. Like, this is
he
insane.
said, if they realize how lightly armed we are,
We're dead.
could you get a helicopter in here? And he said,
I think so.
I gained a lot of weight there. Just
In
because-
Pakistan?
Yeah. I even, when I went back home, I even dreamt about Pakistan. I loved the place. It's rough. You have to accept the fact they're trying to kill you, and you accept the fact that you're going to catch some god-awful disease. And if you just accept it, just surrender to it, you'll actually enjoy yourself.
Huh.
Yeah.
Not on my list of places to go, but maybe I'll reconsider. That's a no.
Yeah.
That's a don't you fucking dare.
So I arrived at 4. The driver says, I'll pick you up at 7 to take you in. I said, oh God, please, let me sleep till 8, please. Pick me up at 8. So I go in at 8, go up to the chief, deputy chief. Hi, I'm the new guy. The chief I knew, actually, from the farm.
Where'd you go? Like, where is this?
The American Embassy.
Okay, you're at the actual one.
And they sat me down and they said, okay, here's what we want you to do. We want you to come up with a standard operating procedure for taking down a terrorist safe house. I said, all right. Now, I had never done this before.
I was flying from Milan to Eastern Europe one time, and there was this Italian guy next to me who just would not shut his mouth. And he kept asking me, what do you do for a living? What do you do for a living? And I said, well, I'm involved in the import-export business. Oh, well, what do you import? What do you export? I said, oh, whatever, turns things into money. He just wouldn't stop. And finally, I said, look,
I smuggle women and cigarettes from Eastern Europe, okay? Are you happy now? And he goes, I don't think I approve. I said, I didn't ask for your fucking approval.
If y'all want me to react to part 2, let me know. But this motherfucker, he seems like he was badass when he was in the service. I ain't gonna lie. Like, how the hell do you do that? Like, you gotta be, well, I feel like no point. If you tell you're gonna die, because literally, like they said, they can turn your speakers on your TV into a microphone, and they can listen to you, and they can control your car, and they can, well, this is other clips that I've seen, they can control your car and stuff like that. They can use your phone and use it as a wire, technically. Like, this is insane stuff, bro. This is insane stuff. But let me know if you want me to react to part 2. I'll drop it. But if not, I'm gonna keep it in the vault for right now. See y'all in the next video.